will Mr. Rattle's dreams come true? Who is the mysterious Don? Where does Roll of Rattle and Roll fit into this? Why did Mr. Rattle stow away to America? What is a jam? Where did Mr. Rattle get counterfeit money? Why doesn't Mr. Rattle have whiskers? All these and other questions will be answered in the first and following issues of Rattle and Roll.
Twisted Fairy Tales. The YouTube show you love to watch bring you an anthology truly top-notch. Over 14 stories and over 80 pages. Rest assured this is not for all ages, so sit back in your chair, drink up your ale, and grab your copy of Twisted Fairy Tales. Showcasing creators, both old and new, the Bargain Bin knew just what to do. Cool art, cool stories, all from cool scripts. To top it off, we added some sexy chicks.
Bargain bin, let's see what crowd is in. Baba Dave and his hair, he's old man, but please don't stare. Alright, he's on the bargain bin. Now this just in, it's just in. Our new guy who just snuck in. He takes a joke, he just don't care. He's a regular gummy bear. New boy, here on the bargain bin. Bonus section, it's area black. For the furries, he's got your back. Along with Neve, that rhymes with Steve. Can she weave? She'll knit you a sleeve. Whoa, they're on the bargain bin. It's on Monday night. If you're lucky, it's on time. It's a pile of shite, but to miss it is a crime. Just out the gate, it's Rob GP. He's not a dog, but he'll make you pee. Up for a laugh, he'll laugh at Oat. If he falls flat, he'll get his coat. Whoa, we are the bargain bin. You hear the bargain bin, huh? This is the bargain bin.
Hello, everyone. It's me again, as you expected when you come to this channel. It's your host, Aria Black, the man with all the secrets and all the accents, so long as they are South Welsh. So, I'll bring on our first host of the day. He smells delicious, but that's probably because he uses butter as roll-on deodorant. It's Bristolian Dave. I got him with that one.
All right, you babbers. Oh, you caught me there.
We've been smoking 20 today.
Oh, no. I wish it was that. No, unfortunately, your beloved buttery Bristolian Dave is, I have a cold. Yeah, I have a cold. Everyone feels sorry for me. Oh.
Give us an R in the chat. Good to see you, Mr. Titty Biscuits. Give us an R for Dave. Maybe it'll make him feel better. Anyway, he's the reason Humpty Dumpty fell off that wall. There's only enough room for one egg in this town.
Yeah, whatever. Hi.
I'm sorry for that one, Justin.
Sorry, Aria. You'll get like this one day.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's look at that. I can pretend. I just have to cover the.
Mine was self-imposed. I was starting to get the thinning around the middle, so I thought I'll just speed up the process. Humpty Dumpty, that's a new one.
Really? I was the first to that one?
Yeah, I've never heard that one before. I had someone once tell me I look like a serial killer, but I struggled to find the comparisons for that one. So,
were you looming over them holding a knife at the time?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. That felt like something Rob would jump on. But Rob's not
Yes.
here. Where is he, Justin?
No, we have to apologise once again for Rob's absence. Following his failed attempts to get hold of more Just for Men, he has been caught by police after cutting chunks of hair off of passing people to make a wig. We hope he'll be released on bail soon, but given the police over there, anything's possible.
And he's currently hiding his mate Philip Schofield.
He's also
Right,
dead.
I wasn't going to go that far, Dave. I wasn't going to go that far.
What's the story with Philip? I haven't heard it. I've just seen his name all over the place.
Yeah,
Is it safe for bargain bin?
It just looks like maybe he groomed a kid into being his girlfriend.
Read up on the story, Aaron, because it's like there seems to be something new coming out every day, and it's like I'm sitting there watching, thinking, man, I used to watch that guy on Saturday morning children's BBC, and now this, like, ugh.
Hang on, I'll just call Rob. Rob, what's Philip?
Oh, for God's sake!
Did a really good string with Commie Mark on that one though, over on his channel about a week ago, I think.
Okay.
Went really into detail on the Philip Schofield stuff.
Yeah, it's grim because there's also accusations that people covered for him, and if that is the case, then certain individuals on ITV
Jimmy
have got
Savile
questions.
again, isn't it?
Yeah, people may have questions to answer. That's what I'll say about that.
Savile, Rolfie, and Schofield.
Yeah.
And Rolf, let's just say you're dead.
And leave it at that.
Yeah, leave it at that.
Yeah, no, rest in peace. You touched too many kiddies, mate. Two little boys were supposed to be just a song. It wasn't. So
this is an interesting conversation. Let's see
what happens.
I'll do.
I'm ill. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I made a big, strong guy in my RPG game playing Dave. That makes you feel any better.
You're only being realistic, mate. So thank you.
You missed the chance to say if that makes you feel any better there. But well, that is.
Makes me feel all buttery inside. Like a croissant.
A buttery biscuit base.
Buttery biscuit base.
So, speaking of recent things that have happened, here's the news.
We went into the Spider-Verse. Now we're going across the Spider-Verse. How many fucking Spider-Verses are there? Fantastic Four. Casting has happened and it looks fucking shit. Spider-Man video game looks good though.
Doctor Who's back and it looks woker than ever. Back to you, Dave.
Yeah. Well, if you want to bring up my highly prepared screen, and yes, so Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is due out next week in cinemas, not on Disney Plus, in cinemas because that is where the money is made. Fuck streamers, not us though. Didn't think that one through.
We're all right.
So this is the second film that's coming out. Now, I have owned the first film since it came out on Blu-ray. But I didn't watch it till last week. So I finally caught up on watching it. And you can see here my lovely
Oh, you got the steel.
The Spider-Verse steelbook. Very nice. Very nice. Now, obviously, the whole point of these movies is to attract you and build you up with Miles Morales Spider-Man because he's hip and trendy and he's everything that's current right now. Now, I'll be honest, Miles is probably one of my favorite tokenized characters because they did build him up to be kind of separate from Peter Parker, which is nice because Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales Spider-Man, no matter how much Twitter wants to change that.
Mm-hmm.
The Spider-Verse stuff in the movie, I like it. All right. I like it because it feels separate from everything else. And I'm like, okay, go as loony as you want. Fine. They kept it quite tame in the first one. This next one, they have Indian Spider-Man coming into it as well. It looks like it's got Scarlet Spider, they've got Jessica Drew in it, but it's not Jessica Drew. It's Black Jessica Drew.
Yeah.
No, it's not Jessica Drew because Jessica Drew not black. So I don't know where that's coming from, but I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good time if I'm honest. And the biggest thing about this is it's going to knock Little Mermaid off the top spot that it's been in for 1 week.
Oh, absolutely.
It's made an adequate amount for the first week, and now this one's going to come along and knock it off. And Twitter is going to be a shit show, and it's going to be great to watch. Yeah.
I would really prefer it. Oh, I would probably buy into these movies more if every time they race swap the character, they put the race in front of their name in the movie. So it'd be the Black Little Mermaid or the Black Jessica Drew or the Indian Peter Parker.
I'll say only one thing about this because I am completely uninterested in this movie and the one before it. It reminds me of the argument Eric July made on his podcast where he addressed anyone else who was black or etc. who were watching his podcast and said, if you're okay with having our characters be basically race swapped versions of older characters, then you're okay with sloppy seconds. And I can understand his point. Dave's been a little more charitable than I am. Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
Yeah, I agree completely on the sloppy seconds. That's one thing that annoys the shit out of me is how they build it up when you race swap, you sex swap, sex swap, gender swap.
Yeah,
we'll go with sex swap. That sounds nicer. You change anything like that about a character, their immutable characteristics, and then suddenly people are supposed to be happy about it. It's like, no, you've just gone and said, we don't think that your race is good enough to have an original character made and developed properly for you. So what we're going to do is take this character and we're going to paint it for you, or we're going to add some boobs and a vagina, because women have boobs and a vagina, and take the dick off, and then we got there's a woman for you. It's like, no, like, take the time, develop the story, develop the character. This is the problem with a lot of the new characters they're creating. There are some that have a lot of potential, but they never develop them. I'm going more into the comics now, and the whole Spider-Verse thing in the comics needs to fucking die. I'll say that much. It started off, it was all right. Now it's every fucking other book is Spider-Verse this, Spider-Verse that. It's like, fuck off.
I 100% agree with you on that one. The Spider-Verse does my head in. To bring
I want the Ultimate Universe back. That's what we need back. Separate. The thing that is separate from everything else is like you can do what you want over there. If people aren't interested, that's fine. They won't read it. But when you put it all in the same fucking universe, that's when it fucks everything up. Sorry, I interrupted you. It came to my head and I got no filter right now.
I agree. I think this is going to be a theme of today, that most of the things we're touching on are pretty woke trash. But I will say a positive of this movie is that we're seeing characters like the Spot, i.e. the main bad guy. You can see him on one of those pictures there, that I doubt you would get in any other movie if it wasn't animated. Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool.
And Spot's one of them that's really underrated as well. He hasn't had a lot of time to shine.
They are taking some creative liberties, though, with the characters in this movie. Like, for example, there's a very popular variation of Spider-Man called Cyborg Spider-Man. Well, I know you guys aren't big into the action figure scene, but there's a lot of controversy over this action figure that's been released. Cyborg Spider-Woman.
What the fuck?
That's not a woman!
Justin gets it.
Oh my god.
10 points to Gryffindor for that one, Justin.
What the fuck? Alright then. Whatever.
Okay. We'll leave that there. People in the chat, let us know. Have you seen this? Cyborg Spider-Woman? Shane says, but in the trailer they make Spider-Man 2099 as the villain. I hope he ain't.
Yeah, I don't think, because Miguel is the character's name as well. I think it's going to be one of those cases of he is made out to be the villain, but it turns out he's actually got good intentions,
Mhm.
and then they all fight together to save something in the end. That's what's going to happen, I think.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe he'll reset the Spider-Verse, and then there's no more other Spider people. That would be cool.
Just go back to Peter Parker and leave this movie.
I miss those days.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Yeah, now he's just off fucking holding Miss Marvel in his arms as she dies a terrible death.
That's not a woman. It's a man. And on that note, should we move on to our next headline?
Yes. Yes, Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. Now, this is technically still rumors, but there's a lot of like confirmation going on around it. So apparently they have the cast for the Fantastic Four, you know, superheroes' original family of superheroes. Reed Richards, Sue Storm, you know, The Thing.
Yeah.
And of course,
Human Torch.
yes, I am going to show you the casting. Yes. First of all, apparently Antonio Banderas has been filming some stuff for Marvel.
Oh, okay. As part of the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four?
Yes. So apparently he's been doing some face scan work.
Okay.
The rumor is he's going to be Galactus.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Because are they using his voice as well? They're using his voice. His voice, like Galactus, is going to have quite a thick accent.
No. It's Galactus.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm like, I love Antonio Banderas. I think he's a great actor, but I
Yes,
don't
he
know if
is.
that's the right role for him.
Well, yeah, that one's a bit weird.
I don't know. I like Antonio Banderas. We'll see how that one goes, but that's an interesting casting choice.
So Reed Richards, right? Reed Richards is like the intelligent, well, like the most, or one of, probably the most intelligent person in Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Scientist, obviously. Stretchy powers. Now, if you were casting him, would you cast him as this guy?
Please don't say Adam Driver is up for the role.
Apparently, this is who they've chosen.
You?
Apparently, he is going to be Mr. Fantastic.
Oh. How
Yeah,
are they going to spin that one?
I don't know. John Krasinski, don't forget, is in another universe.
Oh, okay.
Technically, like dead. You know, Scarlet Witch kind of did him all over. So, yeah, in the proper universe, apparently this is going to be Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
So, if Adam Driver's Mr. Fantastic, and you know what scene always springs to mind when I see him, is the one in the KK Klansman movie, where I think it's that movie where he's undercover, and then he's chasing the black guy in the car.
Yeah.
He's just shouting like the N-word and shit. That always springs to mind. I'm like, I can't imagine him as Mr. Fantastic. And obviously it was Kylo Ren as well. So with him being Reed Richards, who would you cast as Sue Storm?
I would cast what's the lady who played Rey?
Oh, shut up.
No,
She couldn't act her way out of a wet paper. Okay, then.
Apparently Margot Robbie. The Harley Quinn and Barbie wannabe. Like I like Margot Robbie. First of all, she's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
She is a decent actress because I've watched her since she was in Neighbours back in the day. Yes,
God, I
I'm
remember
that sad.
Neighbours. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't see her as the motherly Sue Storm
No.
type.
She's like in that photo there. She's got the Sue Storm kind of haircut. So she looks like it, I think. But I don't see it from her personality. She
No.
I'd expect someone more motherly, like you said.
Because I wanted John Krasinski, obviously, and I wanted Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they've already got the connection. They've already got that there. It would have worked perfectly. But apparently this is who is cast. So next we go on to Johnny Storm, and it's this guy.
Oh no, I don't know who he is.
Who that's that?
I was like, I ain't got a fucking clue. So I what is his name on him? His name is someone posted here. This makes a good point. Johnny Storm should be attractive, sexy. This is quite the opposite, and he looks like a 30-year-old. However, I still hope that Rudy Pankow, because I don't know what the fuck that is.
Never heard of him.
That is.
I remember a few years ago there were rumors of Zac Efron being in the mix for,
Yeah.
which I don't think would be a bad casting, if I'm honest. And
no, but he fucked his jaw up. So
yeah.
people aren't so interested in him anymore, unfortunately. Sweet. Say Zac Efron. Look at that, Zac Efron.
And there's that blonde actor he was in Stranger Things. He was also the Red Power Ranger in that movie. Are you about to tell me that this guy is the Thing?
Yeah. His name is David something. David. Hold on.
That's beautiful, but he's not screaming Ben Grimm to me. So
No.
Right. So the Human Torch guy's name is Paul Mescal, and the Thing is David Diggs.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. What's this?
Do you remember the first movie with Johan Griffith, that Fantastic Four?
Yeah, Johan Griffiths, Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, and Michael Chiklis. Yeah,
What was the Thing's name?
Michael
Irish.
Chiklis.
Michael Chiklis. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he was the perfect casting for the Thing.
he was.
And maybe not the rest of them, but he was really good.
Yeah. I will say only one thing about this casting in this movie. No thanks.
I don't know if this guy's been in anything that we've actually. I haven't watched none of this. Carmen, After Sun, God's Creatures. He's literally only been in stuff since like 2019. So he's quite a new actor. So I don't know. But no, he don't look right. You know who does look right for what's his name? I always forget his name. Top Gun Maverick. He was in that, and he's been in other stuff as well. But this guy, Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
He should be Johnny Storm. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
This guy is like Johnny Storm's supposed to be this brash, like over the top, womanizing, like almost piece of shit. He's got his redeeming qualities, but that's essentially like he's young, he's stupid, and he'd do anything for a good shag. Which is understandable. But yeah, you look at this guy. This guy is Johnny Storm, man. What's that? Shane says he's an Irish actor and he's pretty damn good. But is he the right actor for it though?
Catherine Winnick as Sue Storm. Now that would be a great casting. I don't know who Catherine Winnick is.
Catherine Winnick. I reckon. See this guy. See again. They've changed Ben. Because this guy, I don't know what's his name. Like, he looks mixed. Which, like, was he in Hamilton? Apparently, I don't know. Apparently in Hamilton too. Yeah, I don't see that. Again, it doesn't look like the Thing. I want the Thing from the comics. I want someone who looks like him. To be honest, they got the casting like pretty much perfect in those movies in like 2004. It was spot on, but
Chris Evans was a strong Human Torch. I don't know if he was the best, but he was pretty good. Johan Griffith again, pretty good. Jessica Alba, what do we think of her?
I liked her. I think it's because I was real hot on Alba at that point.
She was all right. Alba, it's going to sound terrible, but she wasn't exactly known for her acting.
Oh, Yes, Catherine Winnick. Sorry, Shane's just said who she was. She was in a
Right.
Vikings TV show as Ragnar's first wife. Yes, she's phenomenal.
She does, I would say, look more the part than the other lady we looked at, whose name escapes me.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
her, Catherine
Margot
Winnick.
Robbie.
Margot
She's
Robbie.
beautiful, and she's strong. That's what a proper strong. If you've seen her in anything she's been in, pretty much that is what a proper strong, beautiful woman
That
looks like.
that looks too strong.
Look at that. You put all you got to do is put the Fantastic Four outfit on her. She's done.
Yeah.
She's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna do like a smash cut of Dave saying nice things about her now and upload that as a
yeah. But it's like, why would you put like? I feel like they really struggled because like the last film, the Four Stick film, I'm not calling it Fantastic Four, had Jamie Bell as the fucking thing.
Yeah, so I've not seen the film itself, but I've seen clips, and it's like I'm glad I steered clear of it when I did.
That Jamie Bell is a very small guy as well, which I found really just crazy in the casting. Like, why would you cast such a small framed individual to play the Thing? It's I don't know, it's just visually jarring, I think.
It's just weird. And then you add those four and you combine that with Antonio Banderas as not the Thing. There we go. So, all right, Screen Rant's not a very good website, but okay, let's have a look. See, people say that about Michael Chiklis.
Yeah,
Friends to Return, is it? I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
He's that good. Do it? No.
No, he's been in every fucking thing. I don't want him in this as well.
He just plays the Rock.
Yeah, no.
No, thank you. Not a fan.
No.
Big no on that one.
No.
He's not goofy. He's not a goofy character. Why would you get a comedy?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe.
Potentially.
No.
See, I said that originally, but I'm.
Jason Segel is massive.
See that? I don't know. That could be all right.
Maybe.
I think I was the only person that liked him as Hellboy, but
he's already in the MCU though. He's Guardian. Leave Schreiber, however you say his name.
Yeah,
excellent.
Schreiber.
Definitely see him doing it.
Oh, wait, why does he look like I gotta go careful how I say this. A weird version of Matt Damon. I was gonna say
Matt
Damon. Yeah, I was gonna say retarded version, but I didn't want to say it. But now I have.
You just did.
Yeah,
Mr. Goose.
I mean, I don't know this guy, but he looks like he could be him.
Yeah. How about Mike from Breaking Bad? I could see that. That's a good casting.
Yeah,
He is a bit on the older side, but. And speaking of Breaking Bad, Jesse was in Breaking Bad as well.
Yeah.
So it's like potentially, I don't understand how Disney and Marvel, it's more Disney these days, actually sort of look at these things and cast the characters.
Oh, you know that big burly rock monster? He should probably be played by a little Twinkie.
Oh, fuck me. Who even suggested that?
Oh, fuck off.
Can you imagine a Thing laughing like Seth Rogen?
No, can't stand the guy.
You know what? This guy is a good actor. I watched him in New Girl originally. He's actually a decent actor. He's starting to creep up and stuff. He plays Peter Parker actually in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And he does quite a good job, to be fair. Why they keep putting Jack Black?
Yeah, why Jack?
Shia LaBeouf?
No. Shia
LaBeouf.
It's hard to take him as anything other than just Shia LaBeouf.
Dominic Purcell. He was from Prison Break.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Dean Norris, Dave Bautista. Brian Cage is a wrestler. I don't think he's a very good actor. Bill Goldberg is a wrestler. John Cena. It's not the right role for him. Cena needs to be like some big muscly dude, basically. Sam Worthington. He's good with CGI. Terry Crews. Like what? Jason Statham. Yeah, so I think the problem is because the thing has got such like a unique look. If you're gonna have him all CGI, you got to make sure the CGI is better than it was for She-Hulk.
That's not hard. Justin can do that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm kind of lost on this one. This casting just feels so off to me.
Shane said John Cena can't act so effective. You know what, right? Cena is the second best wrestler actor.
The second best. Who's the best?
Batista.
Not The Rock?
Batista is true. No, The Rock only plays The Rock now. That's all he does.
Yeah, he
Every
plays
movie
himself.
he's The
He
Rock.
plays himself.
When he started, he was doing a bit more diverse roles. Now, no. Oh, Shane has a sorry, I keep looking at the chat. My head is fucked today.
Alan,
yes.
yeah,
Have you seen
Alan
this
Richardson.
guy?
Yeah, Alan
Yes.
Richardson.
Yeah. That Shane is hit it fucking perfectly.
Well, I have to disagree with Shane. The wrestlers can't act because that's what they're doing in WWE all the time.
This guy, and if you've seen, he's got even bigger for the second season.
Yeah,
and he's an absolute beast. This guy could easily be Ben Grimm, and he should be Ben Grimm because as well he can actually act as well. Look at him.
I saw another like casting video on YouTube that said Eddie Brock Venom, and I think he would be a better Eddie Brock.
He would be, 100%. He would suit the role better. I mean, I like Tom Hardy in general as an actor, but yeah, I mean, you just look at him in some of these pictures. It's like he could easily be Ben Grimm. You don't even need to CGI him up that much.
Yeah.
Wrestlers can't act. Enough said. Shane. That's what they do for a living. They act. They act for a living, mate. That's their job. They are actors with physicality. That is it.
Share this stream to all the ladies in your life, and hopefully we'll get a few more subscribers.
Just tell everyone we're looking at hot, sweaty, muscular men because Justin asked for. And we but yeah, that is Ben Grimm. Well done, Shane. That is
well done, Shane.
But it's not real acting. Shane, I just said well done, and now you're starting with me. I'm gonna honestly.
Watch out, Shane. Dave Mysterio will be released, and you won't like him when he's angry. Let's put it that way.
I'll Hulk out.
Forget protection.
Right, we got one more story that I want to cover quickly. This is going to be a quick one because it's a quick one. Because it's a quick one, huh? Right, Spider-Man 2 video game release date potentially hidden trailer. Don't care about that. This is for the new Spider-Man game. So I've got and played the first one. Really, really good game. I haven't played the Miles Morales sort of add-on / second game / expansion. But they released for Sony did their exclusive online event thing. I forgot what it's called, showcase. And at the end, they had a good amount of footage from this game, and it looks fantastic in my eyes. You've got both Spider-Man, who has the Venom suit, and Miles Morales in it. And we got first shot of Kraven. Kraven looks fantastic in this game. He looks beautiful. Have you actually seen any of the stills from it?
You do?
Yeah. Marvel Spider-Man. Should have got these up. Okay. But Kraven looks fantastic. And we also saw the Lizard as well.
Ooh. Yeah, I've seen screenshots of the Lizard. I haven't seen Kraven yet.
Where is he? So what? Craven.
Oh, we've got a special guest joining us. He must be back from his escapades in Taiwan, and it's Rob.
Hey, hello.
Oh, he's
I'm
driving.
not home yet. I'm still driving.
Careful, mate.
Yeah, possibly this is slightly illegal. I don't know, but I'm not looking at you guys. So it's kind of like a telephone call, right?
Okay, Rob, you
Right.
just let us know if you're going to crash, and we'll remove you from the stream. Oh, I didn't mean to do that then.
What have I missed?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. All right.
No, we were talking Fantastic Four casting that's been apparently confirmed. It's all shit. We also talked Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse because that's out next week. And now we're just having a quick look at some stills from the Spider-Man 2 game trailer, which again looks fantastic. There's Craven there. You can't see it, Rob, but the people in the chat can see it. Craven looks good, man.
Bit of
That's
a
how
theme
Craven
today,
should
Rob.
look.
It's all
And that is
Spider-Man.
how I hope. What's his name? Oh. He played Quicksilver in the MCU.
Oh,
Aaron Johnson.
Yeah.
that-
He's playing Craven
Okay.
nice.
in the movie. In the next Sony movie.
nice. He's a good actor.
Interesting.
I like.
Yeah, he
So
is.
I'm
I've got Bullet
hoping
Train
that-
upstairs, and he's good at that.
Yeah. I've seen some mock-ups and it looks. But that was it. That was the trailer, basically. It was really good. But yeah, he's starting to see. If they actually make up him right, he could be phenomenal.
I could see that. That looks pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all my news. I think we got one more news item, which Rob might be slightly more interested in.
Amazing. Rob,
Ooh. Has it got
you
something to do with a big blue box or the crazy guy?
No, it's
Well,
dildos.
it's more about the individuals inside the box. So
What's in the box?
what's in
box?
the box?
What's in the box?
We should have had that ready for this one. Doctor Who released a new trailer this week, or at least a teaser trailer. It's not the whole. It's not a full trailer. Interesting shot there. That's Camden. If anybody recognizes it, I think it's cool going through Doctor Who clips and figuring out where they've actually filmed
From the
things.
market.
Yeah, that's Cyberdog in Camden, which looks pretty sci-fi as it is. So David Tennant is making his return for all those who
Woo-hoo!
haven't heard the news, along with Russell T Davis and Catherine Tate. So they're all reprising their roles, Russell being the showrunner. General consensus on the internet is that this is a desperation move from massively low ratings throughout the Jodie Whittaker era. Are the BBC trying anything now just to get audiences to crawl back to the show?
I think so.
I'd be inclined to say so.
I think they're starting to realise that some of these casting choices just don't go down well with the hardcore audience. Not me personally. I'm not a Doctor Who fan, but
What?
I don't think it's the casting choices. I think it's the writing.
yeah, that as well.
From everything I've heard, the writing for that last series was fucking terrible. Jodie didn't stand a chance anyway, even if she was going to be a good doctor. Like, she
Yeah.
didn't stand a chance to do anything properly
I
because
think she
they
had
fucked
some
up.
fine moments.
They retconned quite a lot that people got angry with. Like, I didn't even watch Doctor Who, but the people that got angry on like these things was crazy. Like, more like you get your normal contingent that are like pissed off, you know, in general. But like even the people that I talked to that were like die-hard Doctor Who fans were pissed off, and I was like, oh, it's not
Yeah,
good.
because some of the folks I know who are fans and don't watch the internet stuff, they said it felt like they were being lectured to on occasion with some of the writing, and they cited the Rosa Parks episode
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
just blatant pandering, and the male pregnancy episode as well, which wound up some people. But again, it wasn't very interesting to me because I've never been a fan of the modern Doctor Who. The last Doctor Who I enjoyed was the Sylvester McCoy era.
What?
I feel like Rob wants to pick you up on the Rosa Parks comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that was just what I heard. I mean, I didn't look too far into it because honestly, I just weren't interested.
So, am I getting a chance to speak?
Go on, Rob.
Well, as long as you don't crash
driving
the
is
car, Rob,
dangerous.
go for it.
Yeah. Well, as for the Rosa Parks episode, I quite liked it. I thought the good thing about Doctor Who is you're able to. Let me just park. You're able to transport yourself to so many different, places, alien planets, even like history. And I think it's not a bad thing to talk about stuff like that. I think that's absolutely fine. And got to be honest, I was really quite interested in how it worked out. I mean, the Rosa Parks, and because this is when the original service started in the 60s. They decided not just to make bug-eyed monsters, they wanted to alternate regularly with historical drama. And what they found was that the majority of people kind of preferred the bug-eyed monsters, of course. But got to be honest, I think it's a pretty good way to tell people, not lecture people per se, but to give people an idea of what life was like. I mean, other franchises do it. I mean, films do it all the time. Sorry, put my keys down. If you see the film Green Book, which I thought was a pretty good film, I had no idea about this situation that you had these musicians going all across the country, but couldn't eat and couldn't have rooms where they were asked to play. It was crazy. So, and this happened, within living memory for some people. No joke, shut up. For within living memory for some people. So I think actually it's not. I don't see the problem. No. Anyway, that's my tuppence. I'm parked now, so I'm gonna go inside. Listen, guys, I'll catch you next week. Okay? Have a great week, everybody.
All right,
Good to see you, Rob.
I can't hear.
What's going on, Rob? Can you hear
Could you hear me?
Yeah,
we heard
Yeah,
you.
I can.
We said
Yeah,
goodbye.
we-
You're
we
still
heard-
here.
We heard you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, I've just realised I've switched off my motor. Of course, no speakers aren't on.
Yeah.
Doy. All right, guys. Have a great week. Take care
All
now.
right, Rob.
Ta-da.
Right.
Okay, an
I was
update for
gonna
our viewers.
respond
He
to
has
Rob.
been released from prison.
Come on, Dave.
I was going to respond to Rob, but he's disappeared. But I'll say it anyway. I think he makes a good point. I
Yeah.
think things in history can be touched on, can be explored, but it all comes down to the writing
Yeah.
of it and presenting it factually, not with a skewed emphasis. This is the
Yeah,
problem. People
I
don't
agree
do
with
it.
that.
They do it with a skewed emphasis, which makes it all that much worse. So it's like that's the
Right.
problem. If you're coming at it with any kind of political or any kind of agenda whatsoever, you're going to skew the facts and you're not going to present it in a way that is tolerable for everyone to watch or read.
The objection to that Rosa Parks episode isn't that it is talking about Rosa Parks, because you could have done that regardless and you could have made a good episode out of it. The problem is that it didn't start the trend, but it continued the trend of that series where the bad guy was always the white space Nazi.
Yeah.
That's been a trend throughout since that episode. It's not been a secret that ever since, late in the Matt Smith era, the show has been edging towards the woke left with regards to his messaging. Through the Jodie Whittaker series, it was just fully on display throughout.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, despite the return of David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Russell T Davis, those three guys, when they were on the show, it was during the show's most popular period. Unfortunately, bringing them back now is kind of tarred by the fact that there's still all that wokery going on. David Tennant is going to be introducing the new Black Doctor. And I forget how you say it, like Shuti Gatwa. That's how you say his name, I think.
Nagitio, whatever.
There's not enough vowels in it.
We'll call him Nathan. It's Nathan.
Okay.
Dr. Nathan.
Dr. Nathan. We'll be moving to that at the end of Tennant's run here. Plus, there's been a huge controversy, and this is totally engineered by the writers, in that there is this new trans character, or at least played by a trans actor that we see on screen there. I believe her name is it's Jasmine something. I've gone blank on her second name. Whose character name is Rose. Now,
Can they think of any other names?
That's obviously going to be very, it's going to ring bells for Doctor Who fans, given that the most popular sidekick in all of his Doctor Who history was Rose Tyler. Now, the BBC have been very careful about not calling her Rose Tyler. They only call her Rose, right? Because I think they're gonna generate all those hate videos, right? Or all the controversy videos on YouTube of people saying, "Oh, they've cast a new transgender Rose," and then pull the rug out from under us by saying, "Oh, it's not Rose Tyler. She's just more than one people on Earth can be called Rose," But that feels like yet another desperation move to pull in views to me. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Again, I agree with you on the controversy casting bit, but in the long run, I just don't give a shit because it's not interesting to me in the slightest. I have not been a fan of Doctor Who since they restarted it with Christopher Eccleston because the writing was always too cheesy. Nah, not for me.
Titty Biscuit says, "I think it's rosé." Okay, amazing. Oi, bruv, in it tea time.
Past tea time, actually.
And we'll leave it on this note. Oh, dang, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed, because that's one of my favorite shows. So, what segment is next, guys?
I think we should see what's in the box.
Okay. So I got this
full
black
screen
package.
I gave him a big black package.
Yeah, I got sent this in the post from Dave. I had to remove my address from it because I didn't want to dox myself. And this is what I found underneath the address.
Shout out to our friend London Goffin.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to try and open this carefully because I don't want to chuck this packaging away. It's rather nice. I might have to use it for something else. But Dave, kudos to you for the packaging because you did a good job with that.
Mate, I always do. And that's what to expect when in a few years I launch my first book.
You heard it here first, folks. Bubble wrap packaging with Dave Smith. What have we got here?
Oh, Dave, you sweetheart.
It's all right, mate.
All right. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Okay. So for those who can't see, he sent me the Snowman comics. I saw him get a car boot a little while ago. Yeah. I've been intrigued by this comic ever since I saw it was brought back for crowdfunding with the help of Van Sciver. Although, like his books are probably going to be a couple of years late.
Apparently, Matt Martin, the artist, has just finished the book. That was declared last night. He's just finished the book, so it should hopefully Be
YTS
shipping.
says nice, and I agree. That is a tough find. You don't see those books too often around here. Not in the
No.
UK.
I was sorting out my books and I was like, I'm never going to read these if I'm honest. Like, I've got so much to read. I'm never going to read them, and I know someone who wants them a bit more than I do. So I thought, fuck it. I'll send them to Justin. I'll be nice.
I'm not even sure. I have to figure out what's what though, because you've got several different issues, 1s, 2s,
Yeah,
and 3s here.
I
So
tried to do that as well, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'll give him the Justin.
yeah,
He'll figure it out.
yeah, I'll have to dig this up. But Dave, thank you, sweetheart. This is
Yeah,
very
mate,
sweet
no
of you. I will have to repay the gesture sometime.
Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh well, that was very nice. I was sitting there looking at this package all week, thinking, "What is it?"
And you thought
I-
it was going to be a big black dildo. See?
But it did cross my mind. Yeah,
Yeah, see?
It'd have to be
Yeah,
inflatable.
and
right?
I'll have to examine those during the week and see if I can figure out what goes in what order and see if I can find the rest on eBay. Oh, that's nice.
Join us in 2 years where we'll do a what's in the box with the new crowdfunded edition of stuff.
Yeah,
Very good, very good. So
yeah. Thank you very much.
That's all right, mate.
we'll move on to our next segment. I take it we've all got something Spider-Man themed for today's rendition or
do.
edition of Show and Tell.
Yep.
Who wants to go first? Who's brave?
Dave, do
I
you want to
don't
go
mind.
first as I've just taken my
I
slot
go,
with?
I go. Right, so this was, I think I may have showed this to you guys before, but I was like, fuck, this is my favorite Spider-Man thing I got. This was a present from my brother. So this is the 9.6 CGC of Spider-Man number 700. It's a variant edition, signed by Stan Lee.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
That's
I love it.
oh, that's
Absolutely love it.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And this was before he died. So
Yeah,
I
well,
was meant to
obviously, he didn't
repay the
sign it after he
favour.
died. After he died, did he?
yeah, well, I got it before, like ages,
Yeah,
years ago. I was meant to repay the favor, but then I never got around to it. And then I was gonna do it, and then Stanley died, and then all the prices went up like fuck. So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love this. This is my
That is cool
favorite
that you've got
Spider-Man thing I've got.
it CGC'd.
Mm.
Yeah, it's official. Signed by Stanley on the what's American date, 25th of the 10th, 14.
Mm.
Nice. Nice. Crack it open, Dave. Tell us what it smells like.
Oh yeah.
Not a chance. But I love
Why
that
is it
shit.
says, "Whoa."
Mm.
Oh, indeed. Very cool. Very cool.
So I've got quite a few actually, because I love my vintage Spider-Mans as well. So I'll show you them in numerical order, with the specials being at the end. So first of all, Amazing Spider-Man 299. Second bit of artwork McFarlane did for it.
Nice. It's
And
amazing
then,
how
of
those
course,
3 different directions.
Oh,
Spider-Man 300. Wow.
yeah, first
That is
appearance of Venom.
beautiful.
And this,
Very
yeah,
nice,
this is one of the oldest comics I've got in my collection, and it's one of my prized possessions. Right, so the next 3, these have a story attached to them, because I've got this one,
Yeah.
That cover art.
That's
Yeah.
the
Eric Larson.
Rick Larson Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, Eric Larson again. This is a continuation of that story.
Nice.
And then Amazing Spider-Man 350, Eric Larson as well. And those 3 issues I just showed you were signed by Eric Larson at the London Comic Con, because he was there along with a few others and Stan Lee. And my plan was to get Stan Lee to sign them also, but it's my opinion that the convention overworked him and he had to retire early from the show, so I never got his signature. Then there's this one, which is part 3 of the first appearance of Carnage.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, Dave, I think you'll like this one.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice. Is that the same issue Eric's talking about there? I think so. Right?
It's the first issue of the Spider-Man series that Todd McFarlane did. Torment, part 1 of 5. Yeah.
Nice.
And then finally, I got this one, which is a UNICEF special. You don't tend to find it very often. I think it was a mail away version because on the back you've got this little certificate as well.
Oh, cool.
It's Venom on trial.
Yeah. Shows the certificate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like the
Cool, I've
way
never
that
seen that
Eric
before.
draws Venom there with the massive mouth on.
Oh,
With
this one isn't Eric Larson. This is Jim Craig. But going back to the Eric Larson ones, I wanted to find him because I wanted to get a sketch from him from the show, and he was charging £120 for a sketch. And usually artists don't like signing too many comics because obviously the twat's going to put them on eBay. But I thought, well, I'm paying this much for a sketch. You can sign me 4 comics because he signed me the first issue of Savage Dragon as well. And he did me this sketch of Venom,
Whoa.
which is pretty much my prized possession. And that's me and him down the bottom, me and Eric Larson.
Oh, that's amazing. That's one
Yeah.
hell of a collectible.
Yeah. And I remember my eldest son was with me at the time. He wasn't very old. And when he saw the sketch, he was like, whoa. And that's pretty much it's one of my most treasured possessions, and it usually sits on the wall in my room right there while I'm working, and I get to look at it in all its beauty.
That is amazing. That is one hell of a good show. Mine are going to look rubbish compared to yours. We've got Eric Larson drawings, we've got Stan Lee signatures, and I'll show you mine now. I just thought these were a couple of interesting books that came out quite recently. And by that, I mean probably like 3 to 5 years ago.
Okay.
Marvel did a run, a reboot of their What If line recently.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how recently, if I can find a date on these.
They're usually on the inside in the blurb bit, right at the bottom.
Yeah, these are... Well, that one doesn't have one. Let's have a look here. It's dark in here. Oh, a few years ago, 2018. So in 2018, they did a rerun of What If, and they did 2 Spider-Man related issues, which were cool concepts, poorly executed story, pretty cool art though. So the first one, and my favorite of the 2, is What If Peter Parker became the Punisher? And
okay, I'll dig that.
Oh,
yeah, I like that. Right, this was their showcase piece, the one that they put on all the adverts, right, for the reboot of What If, because that's heckin' cool, right? His web slingers are machine guns.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I thought such a good idea. Cool costume as well. And it is basically the idea of Peter Parker he's Peter Parker, but he doesn't have that guidance from Uncle Ben. So when Uncle Ben dies, he just gets vengeful and becomes the Punisher. In this universe, the real Punisher doesn't exist yet. So Peter Parker's the first guy to come up with that name. And there's a lot of action shots of him going about just fighting the bad guys like you'd see. This is a really good page that was sort of everywhere at the time, where he's fighting the bad guys in scenes reminiscent of the times he actually did. But instead of shooting the webs at them, he's shooting bullets at them, and they're actually dying in this version, which is really cool. And it does a recreation of that classic scene where the Green Goblin drops Gwen Stacy from the bridge. But in this one, it's obviously implied that Green Goblin gets shot instead, and he the book basically ends. He sees the error of his ways eventually and gives up the mantle of the Punisher. He throws the costume away there. See, like
you do with Spider-Man.
Yeah. So
That's
he
cool.
throws the costume away, and the book ends with Frank Castle's origin story, where his family gets murdered by mobsters in Central Park. He gets beaten up and thrown into an alleyway, and that's where he finds the the Spider Punisher suit, and it implies that he goes on to become the real Punisher. Then
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a pretty cool book. The story is super rushed because they tried to get through the whole Spider-Man origin in like 20 pages or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a cool idea, right? I thought that one was really cool. For whatever reason, they thought it would be a good idea to run a separate Spider-Man story alongside it in the same What If line. I think it was a terrible idea because this is what if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man, and it basically right. It's basically the same story with less guns. So rather than Peter Parker get bitten by a spider, it's the high school bully Flash Thompson gets bit by the spider. So he's just Spider-Man with a bad attitude, and he's a bully. And it's the same thing. He fights the bad guys all again, but he beats them up, and he's a bit more ruthless. But he doesn't kill them because he's not the Punisher in this one. He's just an angry Spider-Man, and he bullies Peter some more. And then he fights Doc Ock. He's got that interesting suit as well, which is not the regular Spider-Man suit. It's a new design for this book, which is probably the coolest part. And because he's Spider-Man with a bad attitude, they do that scene, right, where he's trapped under that machine and the water's pouring down, but he doesn't have the same sort of ethics as Peter Parker. So he manages to get out, but he is sort of emotionally defeated by it. Like you can see he's saying, "I'm not a hero." So he rather than using that as his motivation to carry on, he gives up and he's no longer Spider-Man by the end. So I don't know if you noticed, very similar. It's like almost identical, but less guns in this second Spider-Man issue. So I don't know what the purpose of this one was, but it's an interesting footnote in history, I guess. So I thought I'd show those ones off today.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I do like the What If stuff, and that's how they should have done with all this like extra versions of all the characters they do. They should have kept them all as like What Ifs and kept them separate. Would have been better. Would have maybe kept more readers.
Yeah, definitely. So that was cool. Pretty good Spider-Man episode today. But one last segment, we're going to take a look at some indie books that are making the rounds at the moment. My overlay. Okay, first one up, over to Justin.
All right, and so the first one is Shrine. I've backed this because the story intrigued me and the art certainly looks great. 32-page comic. It had a goal of around 5,000 US or just over $4,000 UK, and as you can see, it's made 49,201 £201 UK, which I think is around 60,000 US. I can't see the comparison here. And the story is pretty, well, I like this, intrigues me. Black market companion doll that gets possessed by a vengeful spirit. Yeah, and I like the artwork.
That explains the look of the character, for sure.
Yeah, I like the artwork. I've backed the tier where I get two covers that form one image, which again I really like the look of. I discovered this because Renee, Irene Strakowski, whatever her name is, Renee Draws retweeted, and I thought, hey, I like that. So I've looked at this, and I wanted to back it some more to get some other covers, but I just didn't have the money this month, and I don't think I'm going to manage to do it. But one of the bonus covers was a hollow foil one, which I've always got a soft spot for. But it looks really intriguing, and I can't wait to see what this is like.
Yeah, very good. I'm glad you brought this one up today because I've seen this artwork floating around on Instagram.
Yeah.
I never connected the dots though that this was like a campaign that is active right now. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I love the art.
Yeah, heck yeah, I can tell from that one. Whoever's drawing this is very skilled, just from. I was going to say the anatomy going on. I guess I can say that because Rob's not here to make fun of me for saying it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, this is really cool stuff. Do we know the creators?
He and I follow each other, but I've not come across him before. I don't think they're CG or anything like that. But there, keep scrolling down. Sorry, you should stop. Go back. Oh, what are you doing? Go back. So these are some of the add-ons they've unlocked along the way. Keep going. Oh, it's not going. I don't think it's going to show the.
What are we looking for?
I thought they were going to show the hollow foil print, but it's our cover, but they're not. But these are the unlocks. But yeah, it looks a hell of a campaign. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it reaches me.
Yeah, it looks great. It really does.
Mm.
The artwork looks to me like a combination of late image style artwork.
Yeah.
And
there we go. Add-on shop. There we go. Keep going. No, keep scrolling down. Because you've got the ash cans. Well, these are obviously the nudie versions because obviously, that's the thing nowadays.
Nudie.
Yeah. The $200 commission, which is like, again, out of my price range. The blank sketch cover. Here we go. There it is. The metal shade hollow foil cover. That looks beautiful, but unfortunately, I just didn't have the money to back it. Otherwise, I would have done.
Nice. They've got everything going on in this campaign.
Mm.
This is going to take me ages to scroll through, but just by the look of it, this campaign must imagine trying to shill this on a stream, like with the creator on. It's going to take you a whole hour just to get through the page.
But it sold me, so I'm happy I backed it, and I look forward to seeing how this works out.
Yeah, amazing. It looks like a great book.
Quite a few boobies.
Yeah, well, sex sells, Dave. It
does. Even the shit.
It's an unwritten rule of fiction these days. As a friend said to me, but the thing is, which brings me on to that whole thing of anti-Kickstarter. If I see something I like on Kickstarter, I'm going to back it. I don't give a fuck what people say about this shit. I really don't. And if you want to go on that whole route of saying no to Kickstarter, up to you. But you're burning bridges, and I don't think it's a wise idea.
Yeah, we don't even need to get into that bollocks. It's a load of shit. So we just carry on, and like I said, back what you want, sell where you want, buy where you want. It's about freedom at the end of the day.
Yeah,
amazing. On that note, I'll just drop the link to Shrine in the chat, so anyone who has it, go and check it out. Looks like a pretty cool indie book.
Yeah, it closes in a few days.
Okay, go check it out, guys. Eric says, I back creators, not platformers.
Wise choice.
Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. We've got one more, so I'm sending this back over to Justin for. Where did I put the thing? There it is.
We're gonna look in his deep pit. Oh,
yeah, right. This one hasn't launched yet. I'll hold this up for the camera. I am a fan of Pit. This is the first issue that came out on back in the days of early Image. That's one little collector's item of mine. And obviously Dale Keown came back to work with Van Sciver and then of course Mandy Summers. And a few of us were saying at the time, I hope he does a Pit omnibus because I'd back it. And what I've read about it, it's going to be all 21 issues, which is 466 pages. It's going to be a hardcover. No price or anything yet because it has yet to launch, but I've got to be honest, I am a bit concerned about this now because I'm dreading what the postage cost will be. Because we had that, what was it, the Adam Hughes hardcover on Kickstarter, which was about 80 quid postage, and I was like, oh, get fucked. So I'm a bit worried that this might go down the same route, but I am keen to see what it will be like.
I'm with you on that one. And taking a look at this 3D mock-up of the book, this is the kind of campaign where I would just throw my money down on it. But looking at for a start, if you look on eBay and try to find all the Pitt books out of the collection, that is going to be a hefty price tag on that for a start. So if Dale doesn't want to like undercut the like aftermarket sales on his older books, he's probably going to price this pretty high for a start, just the product price. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to get that into the UK is going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm sweating bullets over the Taylor's books, and it's probably a fourth of that.
Yeah.
Thickness.
Because I wanted to back the Cyberforce hardcover when that was on Kickstarter, but I didn't have the money for that because it worked out it would be about £100 for the book and the postage, and that was before the prices went up.
Yeah.
So I got to be honest, as much as I love the look of this one, see Dave's just getting thirsty thinking about it. I get the impression that I might have to skip it because the postage is going to be too much.
I think we're all going to have to order our copies to Wise Guy's house, and we'll have to pay him a visit at some point.
We're going to have to find a kind American who will send it all over in one box shipping for us.
Yeah. He says that Patrick Thomas Parnell is running this campaign. I haven't heard the story.
I know he's helping with it. I don't know if he's running it or not. I ain't got a clue. But I know he said he was helping with it at least. But it's not going through his thing, like the Ryan Press Productions, whatever the fuck it is. So I don't know. But yeah, see, Pitt was one of the first comics I got when I started reading, because I got it in the Works.
Yeah.
When I was like it's going back 10, 12 years now. No, longer than that. Jesus, like 15.
Longer than that.
Yeah, they used to have these little comic grab bags. They had 3 comics in. You could see the front and the back one, but you couldn't see what was in the middle. They were £1 for the 3 comics. And I was like, yeah. So I used to buy it, and then I got random issues, like the Amalgam stuff. And then you got Pitt. Got Supreme, a Supreme #1.
Yeah, I remember that.
With the shiny. That was cool. And yeah, so Pitt's been a favorite since then. But yeah, I want this. But I don't want to pay a lot for it.
Yeah. When this comes out, we'll have to talk about it again, because I think the postage is going to be bad.
We're going to have to order 1 copy for all of us in the UK.
Yeah, if I have it first, and then I promise at some point I'll send it around to you guys.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I sent it, but got lost in the post. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Dave, what's that giant book on your shelf back there?
That is Mitt. It's a baseball story about the
Eric
Giants.
says no more than $150 for this.
Oh, I don't want to pay anywhere near that.
Yeah, I ain't paying anywhere near that either.
I want to pay 60 quid. Including shipping.
Yeah.
If Image were to release that hardcover, they would charge upwards of £100 for it. It would be 120 to 120 to 180, somewhere in that price range, going by the other books that you see at the moment on store shelves. So, and Dale, unfortunately for us, he's in a position to price himself out of our budget, because he's got the support in the United States and from hardcore collectors around the world. But for us starving artists over here in the UK, this may be out of our price range.
I think it will be.
So we'll see. What was I saying? Hashtag UK library.
I'm dying.
Very cool. Good show, guys. And good chat again. Guys in the chat, help us out. We're really trying to make an effort with the show. So if you could share it, show your wife, show your mother, show your kids, show your gran. I don't know. Maybe she'll find it interesting. And if you get us a few more viewers, Dave will do a special dance for you. So
I'll dance with your granny.
Show. Like and subscribe if you want more of that. So yeah, guys, Well done. Nice seeing you again. What should we
As
end the
always.
show on?
Pew pew. Spider-Man.
Pew pew.
Bargain bin, let's see what crowd is in. Baba Dave and his hair, he's old man, but please don't stare. Alright, he's on the bargain bin. Now this just in, it's just in. Our guy who just snuck in. He takes a joke, he just don't care. He's a regular gummy bear. New boy, here on the bargain bin. Bonus section, it's area black. For the furries, he's got your back. Along with Neve, that rhymes with Steve. Can she weave? She'll knit you a sleeve. Whoa, they're on the bargain bin. It's on Monday night. If you're lucky, it's on time. It's a pile of shite, but to miss it is a crime. Just out the gate, it's Rob GP. He's not a dog, but he'll make you pee. Up for a laugh, he'll laugh at Oat. If it falls flat, he'll get his coat. Whoa, we are the bargain bin. You heard the bargain bin, huh? This is the bargain bin.